What is good, guys? We back again. It's December. Christmas is around the corner. Do you feel the holiday sweet cheer bubbling inside of you? Although football is almost over, this is a beautiful month. We got a great show for you guys. We have a special guest. We got Fog May. What's going on, Fog May? Say what's up.
What's happening, Mike?
And
Sean, how you doing, brother?
the prodigal son, Michael, my brother.
Back
decided.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny how he's here the week my Cowboys plays his Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow.
Y'all about to lose.
I'm gonna get it today.
Y'all about to lose again.
I'm gonna get it today.
It's a fuller house, Josh. It's a fuller house.
I'm
Damn. I bet you guys in the car crying, ain't he?
Mike Evans for MVP, Timothy. Mike Evans for MVP.
Michael,
Oh, wow.
have mercy. All right, so Tim, take it away. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna the first one. Now we all know the Detroit Lions, they're 9-4. Matthew Stafford is having an MVP candidate. All without Calvin Johnson, aka the cartoon character Megatron. I mean, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, Donald Bot, whatever you want to call him, Decepticon. He was supposed to be the next Randy Moss type receiver to scare the league, take his team, help take his team to the championship, to the playoff. Only 2 playoff appearances with Calvin Johnson. 2 good seasons. I still call one. I still put an asterisk on one season when he broke the record after they knew they were out the playoff, and he's telling, "Hey, Matthew, I want all the catches." You know, I don't agree with playing stats. Playing stats are garbage. Only great players just get them without even knowing they have them. That's how great. So I'm calling Matthew Stafford. I'm calling Matthew Stafford. I'm calling God. He's the MVP. He has less talent than Megatron, Donald Bob, or Boo Boo Kitty Tron, or what I could call him. And I'm happy. Matthew Stafford should get the MVP over everybody. He's had, I think, 7 comeback victories this season. Am I right, Fogman? 7? I know you talked about it earlier.
I think he's got 8 now.
About 8. Okay, close enough. Close enough. He's carrying this team with Megatron, Boo Boo Kitty Tron. They didn't do nothing. Nothing impressive.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it.
All right.
Tim, that's funny you say all that. Because I remember Calvin Johnson setting a record against the Cowboys. Didn't he have something like 340 yards receiving?
Yeah.
Against the Cowboys?
Who's my Cowboys?
You remember that? What? Something obscene. And he's overrated? Really? Come on, Tim. Listen, Tim.
Tim, here's my problem with what you're saying about Megatron. You act like Jim Caldwell and that coaching staff was there his entire career. Calvin Johnson played 1 year. If anything, all Calvin Johnson should really say is that he didn't believe. That's about it. But if he stayed, they would have had that success. So, and moving along, Matt Stafford is playing great. But you know what? If you have to suck for 3 quarters just to come back, that's a Tim Tebow effect. You don't get credit for coming back because you suck for 3 quarters. And you also have an MVP candidate. His name is Matt Ryan. He has 30 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, and he has the #1 offense in the league. Last time I checked, that's MVP worthy. Maybe I'm crazy, but success is good.
I don't think Matthew Stafford is sucking at all or having a stink it up and then come back. The guy's having one of his better seasons in his entire career. He's in the top 10 in completion percentage, touchdown to interception ratio. He's in the top 10 in passer rating, and he's doing it without a running game, with a defense that basically on efficiency is about average. I think they're like 12th to 15th as far as defensive efficiency is concerned. So he can't play defense. And as far as Megatron is concerned, listen, Stafford was putting up good numbers then. They just didn't have quality talent around him. Look at how high his completion percentage and his passer rating and QBR went up the minute they got Golden Tate. And then last season when they had Tate and they had Calvin Johnson healthy, along with Eric Ebron. They've been trying to figure out a running game. Stafford's no bum, and as far as Megatron is concerned, well, there's nothing to say other than he was a great receiver, just not on a quality team and a quality coach team.
Thank you.
Exactly, and I'd like to say that in the way I like to view it with Matthew Stafford is all you really need is, like you said, it's a 12th to 15th efficiency rated defense right now. That's really all you need is a middle of the pack to an average defense if you have a really good offense, and that's what he has right now. He has a pass catching running back, Riddick, when he actually is healthy and he's not questionable every damn week. But the way I look at it with his receivers is I'd rather have what he has now. I'll put it in scholastic terms. With Megatron, he had an A+ receiver, and then borderline with him, he had 2 C's. Right now, Matthew Stafford has like B+ across the board. And when you have that proficiency and that consistency there, I mean, that's all he really needs to just have a chance. And obviously, he's going to be in the consideration. But like Mike over here said, if you got the numbers like Matt Ryan does, you're going to get the MVP consideration more so just because this is the numbers in an offensive type league. So it's going to be either Matt Ryan or Tom Brady with his 4 games missed already.
Can I ask you guys a question? Doesn't it seem fair when you don't have the guy on the wide receiver spot and you can throw to anybody you want, but anybody goes, it's my turn to get the ball, where you control the field and who to control to throw it to? That's what I see with Matthew Stafford without Megatron, because I recall 2014 when my Cowboys in the playoffs, that year, just remember that year in the playoff run, okay, Matthew Stafford won 9 straight games with Golden Tate by himself. Eric Ebron was hurt already. Eric Ebron was injured. He barely even played. Calvin Johnson was in and out. I have not seen anything strong about Megatron. This man he's a myth. He's not even a Hall of Famer. No disrespect.
We're running out of time, but
and I'm just calling how it is. Spoon it up.
Wait.
Spoon it up.
Problem.
Wait.
Hold on, Tim. I got y'all.
I ain't saying anything.
Well, you kind of
did. Issue though. Tim, this is your issue.
That's crazy.
A problem and then contribute it to one person. Like you act like the Detroit Lions was like the Patriots of as far as organization and coaching, and Megatron just came in here and messed it up. No, Megatron was the only thing they did right for about a decade. And then they got Stafford.
He held them back.
You can't play.
All right, well, but
what the Lions do.
We're on the topic too long. This is the Detroit Lions we're talking about. Make your last word, Abdullah, before we move on.
Yeah, because how you gonna talk about the Lions and not have me talk?
Well, you did talk. But I mean, you did talk. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me make a few brief points. Here we go. Name me the last wide receiver that led their team to a Super Bowl. You can't, because it doesn't happen. I don't care.
Randy Moss.
What led who to the Super Bowl?
He led the Patriots. He led the Patriots. Excuse me, Minnesota. Excuse me, Minnesota. When they lost to the Dirty Birds.
It's quick. Go ahead, Abdullah. Next point.
Yeah, like that's even false. Come on, man. Because Tom Brady's going to Super Bowls without Randy Moss. But here's the thing: is Matt Stafford having an MVP type season? Yes. But that award usually goes to the best player on the best team. And right now, the Lions are a good team, but I would say they're the best team in the NFL. What's it say about Calvin Johnson? Listen, he was a receiver. He did what I have no problem with Calvin Johnson. He came in to an 0-16 team. And he stuck around.
Well, we're moving on to the next topic. All right, we're moving on to
the next topic. All right, we going with all right. We all know Jeff Fisher. He got a contract extension. He got fired. He just got fired. If I had to pick a brand new coach, I'm picking somebody fresh. I'm not going over Bill Cowher. The same thing every offseason. Bill Cowher, John Gruden, Bill Parcells. I'm going with a fresh face. I'm going with somebody who's doing something to a team that you want done to your team. And being that they drafted Jared Goff and they invested a lot in him, I'm going with Kyle Shanahan from the Atlanta Falcons. That's my head coach. He's a young candidate. He's, in my opinion, the most talked about as far as how he's done with an offense. He had Johnny Football for at least a year with the Cleveland Browns, and Cleveland Browns, but he went right over to Atlanta Falcons. And again, it was our brother here, Mike, just said Matty Ice is an MVP candidate, and that's because of a brand new offensive coordinator, Cal Shanahan. So he's my guy.
Can I first say this, guys? I'm so happy. I finally get to come back to Fury the day the most basic bitch of NFL coaches is fired.
Well, keep it PG.
Glory be to my Father in heaven. Finally, mediocrity is not rewarded. Goodbye, Jeff Fisher. You have sucked for my entire adult life. Go away.
Holy water. Holy water.
Glory be. Back to the, I like the Kyle Shanahan pick. I'm looking at some of the top coordinators, but you know what? I think you'd even take a risk as somebody in the college ranks who wants to take the move up. That's just me. Maybe even your boy Charlie Strong, he's free, he's open. I don't know if you want to give him an NFL job, but I don't know if these coordinators. To me, it almost feels like the Bill Parcells thing. Like I'm seeing Josh McDaniels. Like, do we really want to run that show again? I'm seeing Kyle Shanahan. Scott Linehan is interesting for the Cowboys because he does that smash mouth. Maybe if I had to pick out of those, I'd go with Scott Linehan. But maybe I want to shake it up and see who's really available in college and who wants to take the next step.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I think Kyle Shanahan might be more fitted for that OC role. I once he gets the head coach role, it just doesn't seem to work out for him, and I think that's why he had his short tenures with the Raiders, Broncos, and Redskins. So, to me, I think the Rams need to stay in-house for now. That's obviously what they're probably going to do with John Fossil until the end of the season to see how it works out. Hey, if the players respond and they have somewhat success down these last 4 games or whatnot, they might just end up signing him to an extension. But if I'm a Rams fan, I'm doing everything. I'm putting all my money in on trying to get Gruden back. I don't care what anybody says. He led one of the best historic NFL defenses, and he helped, you could say, a trash QB maintain good consistency. And actually, in my book, that's success. So if he can do that with the Rams, bring him in.
Interesting.
But what are the Rams going to be looking for? That's the real question. We could sit here and debate all day who can come in there and do the job. They're going to be looking for somebody high profile.
Yep.
This is a high profile job, and it is a shit team that they've got there. I mean, their defense is average at best, and their offense, forget it. We're talking C players about what Detroit had, years back. These guys are D quality players. They have nothing there other than Todd Gurley, and right now he wants out. So they're going to have to bring in a big name, someone that's going to, drum up an audience, and someone at the same time that's going to be able to actually get this team going in the right direction, because this is going to be a Hugh Jackson effort in Cleveland. This isn't going to be an overnight turnaround. This is going to be a 2 to 4 year process.
If I had to think of 2 guys off the top of my head, problem with the Rams is that they have a lot of talent on defense, but they can't put it together. And on offense, you have little talent, and then you have a quarterback who played in the spread offense in college. Those usually don't translate well to the NFL. I can't think of a quarterback who played in a spread who became a big time success.
Aaron Rodgers.
So what?
Aaron Rodgers.
That's true. He did play in that Bear Raid offense. So my first name from the college ranks, I say why not go up to Stanford and get David Shaw?
Oh, nice.
Now he's a guy who he's a defensive guy, but he can get a staff together and do something with Jared Goff if you want to stay in the NFL and get a coordinator. Listen, this is going to be out there, but why not Jim Bob Cooter from the Detroit Lions? He turned Stafford around. Maybe he can do something with Goff. Maybe he can because the problem with Stafford was he was in that offense with Joe Lombardi that didn't fit his suit, that didn't suit him. So what Jim Bob did is tore everything apart and said, hey, let's build something around you. Maybe he can do that with what they have in L.A. Another problem with L.A. is that they have no draft picks. They sold them all for Jared Goff. It's not the most attractive job.
It isn't. Now, moving on to the last subject, I know I'm preparing for myself. That's why I wear my Batman shirt. So, I'm Batman. I can think anything. I'm Batman.
You know what's funny? And, we may not be ESPN, we're told what to say, or Fox Sports, and when we talk, we're not high like it's Fox Sports, But here in 2 Minute Warning, we speak our mind. This is where the fans speak their mind, and we watch the game. And you know what? I recall last time we spoke about the Seattle Seahawks thing that they was going down. I know I said it was going down. I know Josh said it was going down. I know Della was like, yeah, with the running game. They let go of Christine Michael the minute Pro-Size came in there. Pro-Size comes in and gets knocked out. Ross comes in. He's knocked out. Where's the running game? Where is the pounding ground? Now, the score was 38-10. They scored 3 points in the second quarter. I mean, I know, God bless his soul, Earl Thomas. He's out for the year. Hopefully he'll come back. Love the player. Are the Seattle Seahawks exposed? Did they turn from LOB to LOD, the Legion of Dud? I mean, they're gone.
Look,
what do you guys think? They're gone.
Here's the thing with the Seahawks. The Seahawks, they're like a really pretty house built on a cracked foundation. These cracks were always there. You know what I'm saying? Like, their O-line has been trash. But when Russell Wilson is mobile, he can dodge the free man running to kill him, and now it looks like a great play, and everybody forgot that they didn't even block that man. So, and also that misdirection offense covered a ton of their blocking issues. Like, they were quick enough with Wilson and Marshawn Lynch to run a misdirection offense that covered up their garbage O-line.
So, Mike, I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
The trade of Unger.
The stupidest thing I've heard of in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when all hell broke loose, because now they're like the 23rd or 25th ranked offensive line as far as running is concerned, and it's not going to get any better. And the rotation defensively that they had, the depth that they had, that's going too.
Yeah, and then people got to get paid. You can't pay all of them. So, and then also, when you can't pay for the depth, God forbid injuries happen. I hate to see what happened to Earl Thomas. He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah,
but that's a drop-off.
Exactly. That's the heart and soul back in the secondary. With him missing, they're trying to adjust any way they can, and it's iffy back there right now. And they're going to take shots downfield every team that faces them from now on, because they know Earl Thomas was the heart and soul of that backfield.
Everybody getting exposed. Shade.
Listen, what's going on though? Like, did we not forget that just a few weeks ago, the Packers got blown out 2 weeks in a row by the Titans and then by the Redskins? So now if they blow out the Seahawks, everything's good now? Come on. Listen, things happen. And these things that have gone on with Seattle, yes, they have a terrible offensive line. I hope they fix it one day. I really do. They spent a first rounder. Listen, they spent a first rounder on Ifedi. He's a guard. They got to do more than that, but it's a good start. And you know what? Yes, Earl Thomas is gone, but if you look at all three levels of that defense, they're still elite talent. You still have Michael Bennett. You still
I'm not going to totally write him off, because it was a game in Lambeau. But at the same time, a little bit on the worry scale.
You have Cam Chancellor. You have Richard Sherman. You still have elite talent on defense.
I'm sorry. I'm not even scared of those guys no more, because the thing is this. Earl Thomas, and I keep saying, is the best safety in the league. Cam Chancellor, listen, he's like another bigger linebacker there just with speed. And listen, you can run on them. You can if you're built like the Dallas Cowboys on the offensive line, not even built like them. You got to run the attack. You can beat them. Russell Wilson, who does he have? Listen, didn't we not say a long time ago when Fury was in a podcast that Jimmy Graham is soft as tissue?
Yeah. You
can either call him Markel or Charmin. The man is soft. He still thinks he's a wide receiver, and he's a tight end. Then the only guy they have, I can't even say his name because he's not even worthy to me. That's the only guy they have.
He's a basketball
player. The only guy they have. But that's it. And what did Jermaine Kearse do on the field? What's Paul Richardson at? Who is he? Who's Lockett?
Nah,
What you gonna do?
So they're
Who
gonna
they
pick up
got?
Michael Floyd, is what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Don't pick up. Might as well pick up Michael
You can't say
Floyd.
that about Rockets. You can't say that
No,
about
you know what?
Rockets.
Ruben Randall will be the second best receiver on that squad.
God. Okay. Look,
And that's bad.
Look,
no,
look, I give
That's
you,
bad. That's bad.
I give you Jimmy Graham because last year I saw like 3 plays like this as a tight end. He's looking at the defensive person, and he literally just did this, jump out of the way. 2 seconds later, Russ was tackled, sacked. Like 3 plays in one game. They're not even do booga booga booga, nothing. The dude literally just said, "Go right ahead," and they get mad. Then he got mad why he didn't get the ball. Dude, your quarterback got
Wait.
So that's who Eric Flowers has been
Let's
watching.
give him the benefit of the doubt. It could have been a screen.
Fog, I'll tell you what, Fog. I'll tell you, Fog. Fog,
How tall am I?
Yeah, how tall are you?
5'11".
You're 5'11". How tall are you, Josh?
5'9".
Della, how tall are you?
6'1".
How tall are you, Mike?
I'm a stocky 5'11".
All right. And Sean, how tall are you?
5'7".
We all could try for the Seattle Seahawks. We all could try for the Seattle Seahawks. And let me tell you something. I will be their best offensive lineman. Straight up. Straight up. I could play up. I'm 6'1". I could be guard and tackle. We all could do it. And I got a bad back and all. But I can hold up better than they can.
Don't worry. I talked to Tony Stark. He probably could give you.
Come on, let's keep it real. The Seattle Seahawks are not a threat no more. And I hate to say it's because of Earl Thomas got injured, but there was falling. Richard Sherman's overrated. The man is not a great corner, and Cam Chancellor cannot compete with these receivers in the slot. Earl Thomas was doing a whole lot back there, and I'm sorry, he's done. Especially now you have nobody in the offense.
We way over time. We way over time, guys.
There were cracks in the foundation. You know what I mean? And once you can't block, hey, it's not gonna look pretty.
I heard Marshawn Lynch is doing nothing these days. Give him a call.
All right, guys. We'll be right back on the next. We'll be right back in the next down, folks. Check you guys later.
We'll fly out to Oakland.
No doubt.
We'll fly out to Oakland.
No doubt.